Hey there guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. I want to take a little time today to talk about this really cool Kizer Militaw release that just happened a couple of days ago. Tons of different variations to talk about. Really exciting knife in terms of it being kind of a value engineered version of a really popular knife. But first, I want to say thank you to all the channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for anybody who comes in to check out my knife, my EDC content. I really appreciate it. If you're so inclined and you haven't had a chance yet, if you'd hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon, it would really help me out. So this is the Kizer Militaw. And it's kind of like the... this just kind of a more budgeted down version of an already fantastic knife. So the Militaw was a frame lock, or is a frame lock, comes in premium materials, several different levels of premium materials. This one is a premium sub $100 knife that utilizes G10 for the frame. So both of your scales are G10. And then you've got inlays. On this particular one, you've got canvas micarta inlays. There are a lot of different inlays. One thing I did is I did a kind of an experiment, because I didn't measure them first, to see if the inlays were interchangeable between the fixed blade and the folder. And they're not, because they're cut to a different size. But I'm thinking that this particular could be swapped out, this inlay could be swapped out with really any of the Kizers. And I don't know if they're going to offer inlay kits, but it'd be a cool thing to do, because these are T8. All the hardware on this knife is T8 hardware. You've got, again, the G10 handles. You've got the micarta inlays, which look really nice. This is kind of a blacked out version. You've got a Nitro V blade. I've been cutting all kinds of stuff, from cardboard to wood to, I've had to put an edge on it. And this knife, the blade geometry, the Nitro V, the heat treat, I think everything on it is done very well. Now again, I'm not a hard use guy, full disclosure. I'm more of a casual user, you would say, or an urban EDC guy, a city dweller. But this is a full size, in my opinion, and I've got a medium to large size hand, but it's a full size pocket knife. We'll look at it with some size comparisons here in a second, but it is very comfortable in the hand. It's got a very ergonomical, neutral handle. And it's got a very pokey tip. So depending on what your need is going to be, I think this knife, I know the Militaw was very popular. Its premium versions, understandably so, because again, it's a good looking knife. It has a couple of methods of deployment. It is a front flipper with thumb studs, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Or excuse me, it is a front flipper with a deployment hole. So you've got a really nice front flipper here where your jimping goes up and it actually goes all the way over. One of the first times I've seen that. That's something a lot of times we ask for, because there are different pressure points where you hit that front flipper. Some people are a little bit more intuitive with it than others. I'm one of those that hates front flippers. I don't do a very good job with them. But the jimping on this one makes it very easy to front flip. I'm a middle finger flip guy. This is a very easy thumb flipper knife if you like to thumb flick out of that hole. Again, because it's a liner lock, you're not putting any pressure on the frame. The action on it, this does not have any bearing upgrade yet. These are just the Kizer bearings, and they are absolutely perfect. They're ceramic ball bearing. Just a great, in my opinion, EDC knife. And it comes in, if I'm not mistaken, in Nitro V under $80, somewhere in that range, maybe under 70. Check around. I'll leave some different links. I know it's available at Amazon, so I'll leave you a link to there. Great knife. Again, perfect action, nice materials, Nitro V blade steel, really nice G10. When I say nice G10, it's just nicely textured, contoured, and then you've got the inset of the micarta, which let me just show you how easy that comes out, because I was trying to swap them. I think it'd be cool if Kizer doesn't offer insets, because they make this knife in a ton of different color variations, and they released it in the fixed blade that I reviewed the other day, and they've also released it in the mini. But all of them have this pattern with the inlay, and I think if they offered these little packs, different materials, they've got it in G10. You can see here that your G10 scale is a full scale, but this is also carrying that body screw, so your only body screw is the pivot and these 4 little screws, and then this fits right in there just perfectly, and then bang, you can just drop your body screws back in. Once you get the first one lined up, I just let it kind of find itself. The rest of them go in like butter. So yeah, I would think it'd be cool if they offered down the road those little scale packs. You know, I think it might be kind of cool. But anyway, that's just me talking out loud, because I tried to switch out my fixed blade because they looked like they'd be the same size, but I'm an idiot and I did not take out a measuring tape first. But we are going to do a couple of size comparisons on this guy. Then we're going to weigh it, measure it, and I'm going to let you all get on your way. So if we look at it next to a big knife like the Cold Steel 4-Max, you'll see it is a good bit smaller than the Cold Steel 4-Max. And then if we look at it next to the Civivi Baby Banter, a smaller knife, we're going to see that it is much smaller, or much larger than the Civivi Baby Banter. Let's look at a couple of knives that are maybe in your collection. Let's look at it next to a Benchmade Bug Out. About a quarter, half inch longer than the Benchmade Bug Out. And Spyderco Paramilitary 2 is about the same size, maybe a half inch smaller than the Para 2. So it kind of splits the difference between the Bug Out and the Para 2. Again, tall flat grind. Let's see what the Javon Amazon tape measure says it is. These are my dimensions. I'll leave a link again to the Amazon site where you can look at the actual dimensions. This comes in right under 8 inches, so 1/16 under 8 inches. The blade is about right over 3 1/4, maybe 3, 3.2, 3.3, something like that. The cutting edge is going to be right over 3 1/4, and then you've got this handle. I'm gonna measure the whole handle. It's 4 1/4 to right here, and then if you like it in that choil, it's 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 from here to here. I would never hold the knife there. I hold the knife right here. You do have this jimping kind of back here that's part of the front flipper. I don't really use the jimping. Nice swedge, nice package. Very good value, I think, for just a really good knife. You got a deep carry pocket clip with a Kizer logo on it. You do have Kizer on the blade. You've got Militaw and Nitro V on this side of the blade, and the designer's maker's mark. And then lastly, let's get a quick weight on it. She's going to come in right at 3.8 ounces according to my scale. So guys, that is the Kizer Militaw, either EDC or Nitro V. just a more budget, same design, very cool knife. I love the way they handled the inlays on the G10. I think it adds a lot to it. But do me a favor, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you'll look out for the guy or gal to your left, please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.